healthy spaces so that that next generation has a place to go and learn and grow and become the full humans that they were always meant to be. I am Matthew DiLoretto, and I'm so pleased to be back here with you tonight. Seeing so many familiar faces, some of you new faces. Tonight we get to honor two of those familiar faces in Ed and Karen Jefferson, our honorees of the night. Ed and Karen, it is an honor for me to play my small part in that honoring. I'm curious, how many people here are with us for the first time at Gala? Look at all those numbers. Can we take a moment to welcome them all here with us here tonight? Thank you, all of you, for being here, for being a part of this mission. We hope that you're inspired and want to come back next year. I'm especially excited that you're here so you can laugh at all my jokes that everyone else has heard a bunch of times. But newcomers and long-term supporters, thank you for being here in our 22nd year. This is our 22nd year. The direct impact that all of you have on our 9 clubs and the over 2,500 kids that we have the honor of serving cannot be overstated. And what's especially special about BGCGCV, and it is a theme that you're going to hear me come back to multiple times tonight, is the reciprocal nature of that impact. You're going to hear me talk about the long arm of reciprocal impact. For instance, our founding visionary, Mr. Cal Johnston there. Can we hear it for Cal and Marge Johnston and the Johnston family? Our founding visionary grew up going to clubs. And now, with the help of his wife and his entire family, has directly led to this moment right here, 22 years in, over 80,000 kids impacted over those 22 years. Ed Jefferson, similarly, grew up in clubs. And with his wife, Karen, have brought us to this moment with their incredible generosity. Can we hear it for the Jeffersons as well? We know that this is a theme that is repeated throughout this room. So let's just take a moment. How many people in here spent time as a youth in a Boys and Girls Club? Stand on up. Let's see you in real time. Stand on up if you spent time in your local safe and healthy place in a Boys and Girls Club. Can we hear it for all of them, everyone? Thank you for being here, for committing to continuing that long arm of impact, for expressing your gratitude through generosity. And impact, of course, doesn't just mean club members. There are club volunteers here. There are club staff here. Raise your hand if you have had a child go through the clubs, or if you yourself have been a club volunteer. Let's hear it for all of those people, because that is also part of this network of impact that we're going to talk about all throughout the night. The work that you all do here tonight directly impacts the people that we have the honor to serve. What you do here tonight is a direct investment in the futures and the lives of that next generation, so that those lives and futures might flourish and become extraordinary agents of value in our society. So thank you for being here with us. I am honored to be here with you. We have so many things to talk about this year. We have new people to meet. We have exciting people to hear from. But first, tonight is absolutely paramount to the work that we do. And all of you being here are a huge part of that. You may be able to ascertain by looking around and spying the elegance that surrounds us that it takes a little bit of an effort and support to put it on. So we want to take a minute to give credit where credit is due. Can you give it up? I mean, somebody actually drove a Corvette here to support us. Can you give it up for the Bunnings, everybody? Leo and Melinda are our sponsor tonight. Thank you, Bunnings. We so appreciate your involvement with us and being a part of this mission. Can we give it up for all of the other sponsors? Seth and John Hay, our dinner hosts, and Karen Jefferson, also our dinner hosts. Being honored does not preclude their continued support. Let's hear it for U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank is here. They've got a table. Jonas Simpson is our valet sponsor. Let's hear for all of those sponsors. And then, of course, you know, tonight doesn't just happen. Like, we don't just magically fill these seats and magically find live options to sell. This is a year-long effort. So, let us take a moment to just honor the people that are really synonymous with this night, and that would be the Gala Committee. Gala Committee, will you stand up and be recognized, everyone? Where are you, Gala? Gala Committee. Look at those names up there. Match them up into the long-term supporters in your program. You're going to see a lot of overlap. Former honoree Linda Catlin. Linda, thank you. And Karen Jefferson, thank you. Thank you, all of those people that are on that Gala Committee and making tonight happen. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, let's take a moment to recognize our Board of Governors, Executive Committee. Board, will you please stand up and be acknowledged for your continued dedication and support and vision. Thank you, board members. Let's hear it for all of the board. All of those people and all of you here are directly contributing to the work and the mission of BGCGCV. And to talk about that mission more in depth, I get to bring up to the stage a familiar face and a brand new face. After our interim CEO, Mark Boggeson, finally gave up the reins of the CEO. I mean, my goodness, Mark, it was getting embarrassing there for a minute. Of course, I'm joking. Can we hear it from Mark one more time? He came out of retirement like Michael Jordan to help lead us to this moment right now. Your work puts us in the position to be able to attract someone like this new face that I've been talking about, Mark. Mark, by the way, also agreed graciously to be board chair to help assist in this final transition, which is an amazing gift. Thank you, Mark. Now, the new face that I get to bring to the stage. He's been working with you since he was 13, where he started as an assistant counselor for a summer day camp. He went on to create a national program through Coca-Cola, helping young people get through every level of education. He has been in the school setting since. We were on the phone this week in preparation of tonight, and he spoke beautifully and eloquently about the joy and the hope that comes when you unlock all that a young person has to offer, all that might otherwise be kept locked up through no fault of their own. He is exactly the embodiment of the mission that we want. Would you please welcome, we are honored to have such passion, leading us into the next phase, our brand new CEO and brand new face, introduced here tonight, Mr. Greg Kovacs. Now, we started this last year, and we thought we'd try it again. We're going to have a little fireside chat with Mark and Greg to get an overview about what we've been doing this last year and what the vision is for the future. But first, I thought, you know, Greg, I so enjoyed talking to you over these last couple of weeks and getting to know you.
As did I.
And thank you. And I just gave a little brief CV for everyone out there, but maybe you could just start by, as an introductory way, talk about your passion and talk about why you're here, why BGCGCV is the thing that really attracted you.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, thank everyone for coming tonight and sharing and supporting this mission, the work that we do. Really, it means a lot to all of us involved. For me, it goes back to what you said. When I was 13 years old, it's helping young people become more than just their pathway or what faces them in life, right? It's about having the right people, having the right programs, having the right experiences and opportunities to really be able to grow and reach their full potential. And for me, being able to go through the youth work that I was able to participate in, and then off to the schools, being brought back and have an opportunity to work with youth outside the school day is truly where I felt I could help make the biggest difference. And it's not just about me, it's about all the wonderful people we have on our team to make that happen. And that's my excitement and passion truly moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, let's hear it for that. I mean, you're saying, like, your lot in life is not really your lot in life if you have people to help you get to where you want to go. And that's what it's about.
Absolutely. It's that idea of supports and opportunities, right? It's the supports of having the right people around you and the opportunities with the right programs and experiences to help you grow and become more than you can.
So, for those of you who don't know, Greg is just 11 months on the job. So, yeah, let's hear it for that. So you come in, Greg, 11 months ago. We're fresh out of, I don't know what they've been calling, I hear they've been calling it a pandemic. I don't know if that's true. I don't know much about it. I'm sure we're all tired of talking about it. But however, it was a lot, COVID was. And we had to learn a lot, and on the other side of it, we've come to some new scenarios that we've had to come to grips with. And I just thought maybe you could talk a little bit about what it looks like on the other side of it, what we've learned from COVID.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. It's I think what we've seen has helped create the work that we now do, right? And it's this idea of, we've all heard of this COVID learning loss, of the youth being at home, not being with each other, and being out of school or school in a different way. Their academic needs became very different. We've all heard of it. So what can we do to help fill that gap or meet that gap? And I think that's been a big part. And then the second piece is, and we'll talk in a second, I'm sure, is the social-emotional piece, is learning how to be together. And that disconnect is what has been one of our greatest challenges moving forward.
That makes sense. I mean, I think we can all remember going to our first party after the pandemic. Did everyone else have this experience where you're like, oh, all of a sudden I don't really remember how to human? I made so many old-time jokes. And I think about that in relation to people that are in their formative years, having had that same experience and then going back out and having not even had an opportunity to socialize. So it's really wonderful to hear you talk about SEL and its implementation. Mark, I wonder, you know, oftentimes when we get up here to these things, we talk about where have we been and where are we going. And since you are where we have been, I thought maybe you could talk a little bit about what was exciting about this last year in your time.
First of all, let me thank all of you for coming this evening. It's great to see a lot of familiar faces and new people as well. So I'm thrilled. I think this has been an interesting year. First thing Greg had to do is clean up all the messes that I made last year, and so hopefully he's done a pretty good job with that. We're actively trying to expand the number of kids that we serve. We started last year with an ELOC program with Conejo Valley Unified, and Greg and the staff have expanded that greatly this year, and can maybe talk about that as well.
Sure, Greg, tell us about ELOC. It sounds intimidating.
So, in some ways it is, yeah. So, ELOC is the Expanded Learning Opportunity Program that in some part is supported by the state of California. It's encouraging the schools to be able to find ways to offer the youth they serve additional education and academic support outside the school day. And what's been exciting this past year is the fact that Los Angeles Unified School District that we work with chose us to be their primary organization or partner to be able to do that work. And it's so important because the number of youth we can serve, the number of families we can help through that program.
That's amazing. So let me get this right. Like, the state is running this program, they're selecting programs to do it. And they could have selected multiple different organizations, but they chose us because we're doing the work.
So the state doesn't select, the school district selects. Right, absolutely. And yes, it is a huge big deal, a huge honor for the school districts to be supporting us and actually choosing us to deliver that program.
That's amazing. And so those expanded numbers that ELOP is helping us to achieve, really, what does it fundamentally mean for us, those numbers that get bigger?
Yeah, so why it's so important is that we have a reach to families within the school district to provide programs, like I said, the support from our safe places, from our staff providing mentorship, but we don't always reach all the families. there's a large group of families out there that don't necessarily look to after-school programs because they're either cost too much or they have some kind of barrier to that experience. And the schools choosing us helps them understand it's at no cost to those children. Those youth who are part of the EWAP program come to us at no charge. So the support that we get from all of you in evenings like this help make that happen. So we're able to reach more youth with greater need and have a greater impact on our community.
That's amazing. Because that sort of answers my next question. I mean, everyone here has so generously come to be a part of this mission, and we're so grateful to have all of you here. I just wondered, what does their money do here tonight? What does their generosity go to, and how does it help reach more kids?
Right. So the support that comes from tonight means that we are able to serve more kids, flat out. It means we're able to provide better resources, which is our staff, primarily, hands off to our staff and club support system. So without you, we can't make that happen. So your dollars help with that. But it also helps with the programs, the resources, being able to provide the actual buildings and spaces for them to come to, not just after school, but before school, during lunch, helping provide that space where they can learn, grow, and become better individuals as they move forward in life.
That's amazing. Thank you both for filling us in. Can we hear it for Chair of the Board, Mark Magnuson, excuse me, Mark, and our brand new CEO, Mr. Greg Kovacs. Give it up for the two of them. I feel like we're in good hands. We are well positioned for the future work, and to see what that work looks like on the day-to-day, we wanted to just show you how fun it is at all 9 of our clubs, because creating safe and healthy places is at root that fun. So take a look at the screens. If you see your club up there that you have an association with, if your name is on it, give it a whoop and a holler. Let everyone know that we are all part of the impact network of BGCGCV. Roll tape. Let's hear it for all 9 of our clubs and all of the kids there. Yeah. You know, we're going to get to hear from a couple of those awesome kids, and they're amazing, and I'm not going to need to tell you that, but it's not just the kids that are amazing, it's also the staff. Can we take a moment to give it up for our club directors who are here in the house? Thank you, club directors. Also behind me, you will see those are some of our longest serving staff members. Those are incredible numbers in the sector where turnover is really common. Lisa, Deborah, Leslie, and Ed Henry, thank you so much. They're here in the room. Let's give it up for all of them. Okay, I'm going to invite you to dinner, but first, I want to do that by proposing a toast. So, I suggest you fill your glasses now and get ready because you're going to want to be a part of it. Now, you're going to hear me circling this theme of the long arm of impact. And there may not be a more exemplified family of that theme than the Johnstons. Yes, let's clap for them. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, Cal, I promise. Cal and Marge and the Johnsons are a humble family, and they will always want the kids and the mission to stand out first. But this is something we have to toast. Corey, you know what I'm talking about. You know where I'm going here. Talk about intergenerationality. If you are new to us and you have looked through the program and seen the emails and seen the screen behind me, you will have noticed the name Johnston quite a few times. That is not a coincidence. Cal Johnston is our founding board chair. With his wife and family has led us to this moment, like we said before. You will have noticed that Karen, who is the Gala chair and happens to be his daughter-in-law. You will also, for the keen-eyed among you, see Laura Kruger's name peppered around, and that is daughter to Jeff and Karen for all the work that she's doing. But there is one name that you will not have seen yet. But I want to just say, give it a couple of years, and I'm going to guarantee you're going to see it printed somewhere. Because this December, Cal and Marge Johnston become great-grandparents. Can we celebrate that? Glasses raised in the air to the Johnsons, to intergenerational work, to BGCGCV, the legacy that they created. Okay.
Someone will be there to help me answer my questions that I may have with my homework. This helps me to be better as a student and as a person. My grades have gotten better because of the help I've gotten from the club. I have helped my brother get his grades up because I can go home and help him with his homework, just like they helped me at the Boys and Girls Club. Winning Youth of the Month award was amazing. I felt very appreciated and especially knowing that the staff value their members and recognize their hard work. I want to say a special thank you from the bottom of my heart to Miss Caitlin, Miss Jessica, Miss Kayla, Miss Michelle, Miss Kristen, Miss Paulina, and Miss Shauna, and the whole Boys and Girls Club. I have found a place where I can be myself. I now have the confidence within me to believe in myself. Thank you to the Boys and Girls Club for giving me unforgettable experiences and for giving me the life I have today. The Boys and Girls Club will always be my home away from home. Thank you to the Boys and Girls Club for this unforgettable experience. Los amo, familia. I love you, family.
Please welcome to the microphone Alejandro Hoya.
Hello, welcome to Club Marley, the after-school program. The club is for kids who can't be picked up after school dismissal and need to stay a bit longer. The first day there, you are greeted with open arms. You might recognize a couple of classmates, or you might make some new friends. Club Marley is a place to stay and relax after a long day of school. On my first day at Club Marley, I was nervous, but the more you go, the more you get to connect with the staff and the students. Some of the skills I've developed and strengthened at the club is leadership and confidence. Before coming to Club Marley, I felt shy and quiet. I was too scared to show my feelings and my thoughts. I felt like people would judge me on my preferences, but after coming to Club Marley, I really grew as a young man. I learned a lot from coming to Club Marley. it's not only an after-school program, but it's a really nice, but it also, also it's a family. You grow with one another, mentally and physically. It's a really nice experience, and everyone should experience it. The activities at Club Marley are for staffs and members to work alongside one another, to get along. The staff really take the time to find what kids' hobbies and interests are. If a fellow student was interested in one thing and you were interested in the same thing, you have a connection with them, something for you and them to relate. Some of the activities that take place at Club Marley are basketball, art, and torch leadership club. We put on several events for our club, our families, and the community. We put on a Friday fight night for Halloween, a Club Marley Thanksgiving dinner, and a Christmas toy drive. Coming to Club Marley means meeting some new friends that can end up being your best friends for life. Club Marley is a unique place. Sure, it's where you want to hang out with your friends after a long day of school. It's where you can play sports, do some art, have a Thanksgiving meal, or just play some video games. This is a special place where I come just to be me. Gracias a todas las personas del club, del Boys and Girls Club, para ser un lugar seguro y ayudar a las familias. Thanks to all the people at the Boys and Girls Club for making a safe place and helping families.
Our youth of the year, Alejandro Hoya and Gisela Alvarez. One more time for those two. Isn't it awesome, those stories? Like, come to us shy, lacking confidence, and then they show up here and
My parents have faced many challenges to allow us to live the life we have now. My parents, brother, and I are very united. I love them so much. I am very blessed to be close to my family. I have faced many challenges in my life, one of them being learning a new language. Until I started preschool, I only spoke Spanish, so when I was younger, it was hard for me to make friends. I tried to communicate, but nobody understood me. Through my strings class, at school, and at the Boys and Girls Club, I started to become more confident and outgoing. I started going to the Boys and Girls Club last school year. At the Boys and Girls Club, I started forming better relationships with people my age. At first I was nervous, but all the staff members were very nice and friendly. I was very happy to be receiving help with all my homework and participating in fun activities with my friends from the club. I enjoy all the retreats, but science and art are my favorite. The staff are always checking in to see what the members need. The staff members recognize my passion for photography, and they always display my art. Every day after school, I go straight to the Learning Center, happy that I know.
they speak to a room full of hundreds of people like it's nothing. I mean, that's amazing, and I commend them for doing that. Okay. You may see over to my left, stage right, some more kiddos. And they are going to help me with this next portion of the night, which is the live auction. Are we ready to live auction? Are we ready to live auction in here? Remember, every time you raise your card, we're helping people like Gisela and Alejandro achieve all that they are here to achieve. Now, if you're like, what are these bid cards he speaks of? And you've never been to an auction, there are people who have never been to an auction. I'm going to tell you how it works. We have items for sale. I'm going to offer those items to you. You are going to make offers on those items just like Karen Johnson did using your handy-dandy bid cards. Now, I want you to, everyone take out their bid card for a minute because we need to look at them really closely and understand something. Everyone pull them out. Hold them up really quickly. Hold them up. Angela, where are you? Are you ready to take a picture? Hold them up really quick. Okay, now, everybody, I want you to take a look at those cards. On one side of those cards is a piece of information that I definitely need to have when you raise it. On the other side is how you make a $10,000 bid at any point of the night. I'm kidding. The other side is a shout out to our oh so important sponsor, US Bank, table number 5 over there. What's up, US Bank? This is what I want you to do. Everyone hold up your cards in the air, point US Bank this way. Angela's going to take a picture and we're going to send it to them as a thank you. This is for the 2023 Stand Up for Kids Gala and Auction. Let's hear it. Are we ready? Jen, are you ready? Jenna's going to be a #1 item. #1, Jenna, come on up. Let's hear it for Jenna, everybody. Jenna, you ready to do this? Okay. Item #1, if you've been with us before, you know this item. And I know there are people who have literally driven trucks to this event so that they can go home with this entire wall of wine. That is a true story. This wall of wine is no different than any of the other ones. It is incredible. Over 60 bottles donated by our Board of Governors. Thank you, Board. Give it up for the Board. Now, I need to mention, in your programs, the value is listed at $6,000, but we got donations after print. Like from our very own CEO. I don't know where you are, but he gave us a $500 bottle of Dom Perignon. Tim English, where are you, Tim? Tim gave us $2,000 toward the purchase of more wine. So that value is up to $8,200. Either way, it's so robust you need opera glasses to be able to read it, but all of those wines are incredible. For 60 bottles, delivered wherever you want. You don't have to go to the wine store, you just have to open up your door and make space in your cellar. Jen, are you ready to call this bid? All right, for 60 bottles, curated, delivered to you. Get your cards up in the air. Start me off at $500. Go, 500 is bid, 500 is bid, 1,000 is bid, 1,500 is bid, 2,000 is bid, 2,500 is bid, 2,500 is bid. 3,000 is bid, 3,000, you can take it to 35, 30,000 is top, we go to 3,500 is bid, 3,500, we go to 4,000, 3,500 is top, we go to 30. Gary, you don't have to bid against yourself, but I appreciate that. Gary is into it. 4,000 is bid. Gary, now you can bid. 4,000 is top bid. You want to take it for 4,500? Gary says yes, please. 4,500 is bid. Can we take it at $5,000 is bid. 5,000 is top bid. Can we go to 5,500? 5,000 is top bid. Can we go to 55? But 5,500 is bid from Mr. Stefani. 5,500 is top bid. Can we take it to 6? 5,500 is top bid. Can we take it to 6,000? 5,500 going once. 5,500 going the second time. $6,000 is bid. 6,500 is bid. 7,000 is bid. 7,000 is top bid. Can we go to 75? 7,000 is top bid. Can we go to 75? 7,000 going once. 7,000 goes 7,500 from the table. They found the throne. 7,500 is bid. We want to go to 8. 7,500 is bid. We want to go take it to 8,000. 7,500 going once. 78,000. Corey says, yep, I'm in. He's calling out $9,000. $9,000 is bid. Do we want to go to 10? Anybody? 9,000 going once. 9,000 going the second time. Last chance to get in at $9,000. And $10,000 is bid. 10,000 is top bid for the wall of wine. 10,000 we want to go 11. 10,000 going once. 10,000 going a second time. 10,000 going a third. He's got his hand on the trigger like we're in a western. 11,000 is bid. 11,000 for Corey is bid. 11,000 is going to go to 12. 11,000 is top bid. 11,000 is top bid. You want to take it 12. 11,000 going once. 11,000 going a second time. Last chance to get in on the wall of wine at $11,000, and we are sold to bidder number 385 for $11,000. Let's hear it for both of those bidders and Corey as well. Thank you very much. You didn't bring your truck this time. Item number 3. Can we thank Jenna really quick one more time also? Item number 2. Who's up? Michaela, are you up? Let's hear from Michaela, everybody. Michaela, what club are you? What club are you at? at Morton Club. Give it up for Michaela from Morton. Item number 2 is another stalwart item we are so lucky to be able to offer to you here again. What did you say, David Hurrow? $2,500 is bid immediately. What are you bidding? $3,000 is tough. I guess we're bidding this. $3,000 for polo chips. $4,000 is bid. $4,000 is in. We're going to go to $5,000. $4,000 is tough. Can we take it to $5,000? $4,000 is tough. Maybe $5,000 is bid. $5,000 is top bid for polo chips. We want to take it to $6,000. But $6,000 is bid. We say yes. $6,000 is tough. Can we take it to $7,000? $6,000 is tough. We want to go to $7,000. $6,000 going once. $6,000 going a second time. $7,000 from the sponsor, Mr. Bunnan. Thank you, Mr. Bunnan, at 7. Can we take it to 8? $7,000 tough. Can we take it to $8,000? $7,000 going once. $7,000 going a second time. Last chance to get the polo check jewelry spree at 8, and we are sold to Mr. Leo Bunnan and Melinda. Leo, what is your bid card number? 204. Let's hear from those bidders right there. Thanks once again to the Bunnans for their incredible sponsorship. All right, Zoe, are you ready? Give it up for Zoe. Wait. I want to get this right. Give it up for Zoe Zoe Zapping. No, what is it? Zucchini Zapping Zoe. No.
Zucchini Zapping Zebra Zoe.
Zucchini Zapping Zebra Zoe. Can you give it up for Zucchini Zapping Zebra Zoe? Wow, I didn't expect that to be so hard. Number 3. Oh my goodness. Calling all Lynx men and Lynx women. Okay, this is 2 rooms, 2 nights at the Lodge at Torrey Pines. If you play golf, you already know. I'm expecting someone to start bidding immediately. 4 lucky people are getting a round of golf at the site of the 2021 U.S. Open. You are staying at the AAA Diamond Resort. Eric, are you bidding already? $1 million? No, $2 million. For a getaway for 4. Grab 3 of your besties. Spoil one of the most amazing walks you will ever find. Have dinner overlooking the Pacific. Start me off at $1,000 to move. Start me at $1,000 a bid, $2,000 a bid, $3,000 a bid, $4,000 a bid, $5,000 a bid, $5,000 we take it to $6,000, $5,000 is top bid. Can we go to $6,000? $5,000, $6,000 is bid from our man, Mr. Martin. $6,000 is top bid. Can we take it to $7,000? $6,000 is top bid. We want to go to $7,000. $6,000 before we get away for 4 at beautiful Torrey Pines. $6,000 is top bid going once. $6,000 is going a second time. $7,000 from Gary Stefani. $7,000 is top bid. Do we want to take it to $8,000? He said yes we do. $8,000 is top bid. Do we want to go to 9? $8,000 is top bid going once. $8,000 going a second time. I'm going to stop real slow. $8,000 going a third. And final time. Last chance to get in at the getaway for 4 at Torrey Pines. And we are sold to bidder number 180, our chairman of the board and his wife, Mark and Linda. Can we hear from all of them? And one more time for Zucchini Zebra Zapping Zoe. Item number 4, Valerie, are you ready? Let's go, Valerie. What club are you from? Another Morton Club member, Valerie. Can we hear it for Valerie? Here we go. Okay, let's go. All right, item number 4. Oh man, numero 4, we should say. Mamma mia. Madonna mia. Hola sola mio. All of the mias. I can do that because I'm Italian. That's not racist. I love Italians. They are my people. My name is Loreto. Okay, have you ever wanted to turn your kitchen into a professional one, or even better, turn the Johnsons into a professional one? What could be? Karen's like, wait, we're on there? All right, Chef Tommaso Baroletta of Tuscany Restaurante, you know, one of the 50 best restaurants in LA, right here in our neighborhood, is going to bring fine Tuscan fare to you, for you and 7 of your best friends. 5 courses, custom created with your input. That means, you don't have to have lima beans if you don't want. But I bet Chef Tommaso makes a pretty good lima bean dish. I'm just guessing. He probably does. So not only are you getting 5 courses custom prepared by one of the neighborhood's finest chefs, you get to do it, if you want, at Jeff and Karen's house. Which, I don't know if you know this, they're kind of fun people. It could be, the burger flipper in the backyard, and it would still be an amazing item. But it's not the burger flipper. It is fine dining, and it comes with a vertical of Justin Isosceles wine, 2010 through 2012. Can we give it up for Chef Tommaso? Gary Stefani, thank you very much for helping put this together. The Bellingattis also, thank you very much. And once again, Fred and Karen Jefferson, who got Chef Tommaso to do this through their charm and A-Plum. All right, for your own private, professional, custom dinner for 8, hanging with the Johnsons at the Johnsons or at your own home. You can do it in your pajamas. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to invite anyone. You can just eat all of the meals yourself. I wouldn't recommend it. But Chef Tommaso is coming to you for your very own fine Tuscan fare in your home or the home of the Johnsons. Get your cards up in the air, starting off at $1,000 too. 1,000 bid, 2,000 bid, 3,000 bid, 4,000 bid, 5,000 bid, 6,000 bid, 7,000 bid. For 8,000 is bid, 8,000 is top bid, 9,000 is bid, 9,000. Can we go to 10, 9,000, 10? Wait a second. Jeff is bidding on his item. Jeff, I think you get to eat in your kitchen like anytime you want. I'm just assuming. Is that not? Oh, that's not true. Sorry. He's trying to be able to eat in his own kitchen. He's bidding on the item. 9,000 is top bid. Do you want to take it to 10,000? 9,000 is top bid. 10,000 is bid from Mr. English. 10,000 you want to take it to 11. 10,000 is top bid. We go to 11,000. Oh. Barletta. Ma questo è Chef Tommaso. This is Chef Tommaso. I didn't know he was going to be here. Chef, come up here. Come up here, Chef. Tommaso, di dove vieni?
Come on, you guys. I've been here 37 years. It's time to bring the price up for these kids. Come on.
We are 10,000. Are you ready your card at 11? $11,000 is bid. 11,000 going to take it to 12 for Chef Tommaso. He's going to come to your house and Chef Tommaso, do you make the good lima bean dish? Was I right about that? 12,000 is bid by Jeff Johnson. 12,000 is top bid. You want to go to 13? 12,000 is top bid. Can we take it to 13,000? 12,000 going once. $13,000 from Mr. English's bid. 13,000. You want to go to 14? 13,000 is top bid. Can we take it to 14,000? He's committed to inviting the Johnsons to dinner. It's so nice. So 13,000 is top bid. Can we go to 14? 13,000 going once. 13,000 going the second time. Last chance to get in at 14. Valerie, what do you think? We calling it? We are sold to bidder number 246. Let's hear it for all of those bidders one more time for Chef Tommaso. Grazie, Tommaso. Item number 5. Oliver, you ready for this? Come on up, Oliver. Give it up for Oliver, everybody. Oliver, what club are you from? He's from Sequoia, everybody. Give it up. Come on up, my man. Item number 5. Oh, I should say item numero 5. Ooh la la, ho ho ho. I have a terrible instinct to do this entire bit. It's a terrible accent, but I won't do that, I promise. 6 people, 7 nights in a stunningly renovated mill from the 1800s right on the Seine. Lovers of wine, I know you don't need to be regaled about the quality of Burgundy wine and Terroir and the Pinot Noirs and the Chardonnay, but still I must mention it. You show up at Maison Villa and you are there on the Seine. There's already a case of local wine waiting for you, and it includes a feast at the Michelin-starred Chef Takashi Kinoshita's restaurant Chateau de Coban, plus a rental car for the week, plus car service for a night, you know, for the time that you really want to enjoy the vineyards. You will get back to your maison. Now, okay, this is one of those items where I wish I could sell it to you for a couple of $100, but I can't quite do that. So, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to bid it the exact same way. Before I say the words live bid, we are just playing for fun. You can raise your card as many times as you want. I'm not going to sell it. But once I call live bid, that means we are playing for keeps and you are in it to win it. Are we clear as mud and ready to go? All right, Burgundy, France, 4-6. You ready to do it, Oliver? All right, here we go. 6 people, 7 nights in a 19th century mill. Get your mustaches growing out and ready to go. Starting off with $1,000 good. 1,000 bid, 2,000 bid, 3,000 bid, 4,000 bid, 5,000 bid, 6,000 bid, 7,000 is top bid, 7,000 is top bid. Go to 8,000 is bid, 8,000 is go to 9,000 is bid, 9,000. Can we go to 10,000? 9,000 is top bid. Can we go to 10? 9,000 is top bid. Do we want to go to 10,000? 9,000 going once. 9,000 going a second time. Last chance to get in at, we are live bidding, by the way. 9,000 is top bid. Do we want to go to 10,000? She said, yes, I do want to go to 10,000. 10,000 is top bid. Do we want to go to 11? 10,000 is top bid. Can we go to 11,000? 10,000. Okay, hold on, wait a second. This is true. Okay, I'm going to come off the stage. Those of you who've seen me do this before, you might know what I'm about to say. But talk amongst yourselves, Corey. We're going to just come over here and talk, and we're going to talk off of the microphone for a second. Now let's see if I can get my second. Good DJ. So suspenseful, I know. All right, so here's the great deal. These lovely people are at 10. She was at 9 over there. By the way, that is our auction gala co-chair over there, Miss Juan. Give it up for Miss Juan. She was at 9. These lovely people were at 10. I've asked them to come down to 9,500 and Rochelle to come up to 9,500. They have both agreed we're going to sell it twice for $9,500. Let me see those bid cards. 391. Thank you very much. And Rochelle, what is your bid card over there? Rochelle, what is your bid card? What do you want to buy it again at 95? Hold on, wait a second. 436. 436, you're in. Hold on. Well, look at that. We just sold it 3 times for $9,500. Thank you. What Mr. Richard did. 2-3. Oh, thank you both. That is 3 times. 3 lovely people are going to France. Let's hear it for all of those bidders, everybody. Oh, we are down to our final item. We're going to bring all of our display kiddos on up. Come on up. Give it up for all of these young people here. I'm not going to try again, though. Item number 6. You know what? Not only does one of our clubs bear their name, not only were, we able to get 3 new modulars from their incredible generosity, not only are they dinner sponsors tonight, not only are they our honorees tonight, they have also donated their property in La Quinta for us to offer you here tonight. Can we hear it one more time for the Jeffersons? And of course, BGCGCV Ambassador Mr. John Scardino, who is very much missed tonight but couldn't be here. He has worked tirelessly to complete this and bring this item up to the next level. 6 nights, 6 people in the Jeffersons' beautiful home on the 4th green of Jack Nicklaus's championship course at PGA West, where there awaits a round of golf for 3, and there's also a round of 3 at the vault at Bighorn. Oh, and there's also drinks at the vault, which sits right alongside their incredible 24,000 square foot auto museum. And there are drinks and steak and massages. I mean, there's so much bundled in here. I don't even know if I have time to tell you how awesome their house is. There's a saltwater pool and a spa, and there's a putting green and the mountain views. Okay, 3 couples maybe want to get away. Maybe the ladies want to play golf, maybe the men want a massage. That's fine. Or you can do it vice versa. That's also fine. For 6 nights of golf, and one of the longest lists of decadence and fun you will find, thank you to the Jeffersons and Mr. Scardino, in your very own resort property for 6 people. Get your cards prepped and go and start me off at $2,000. Go. 2,000 is bid. 2,000 bid. 4,000. 2,000 is up. 5,000 is bid. 5,000 is called out. 5,000. You want to go to 7,000? 5,000 is top bid. Can we go to 7,000? 5,000 top bid. Can we go to 6? 5,000 is top bid. 6,000 is bid for Mr. Steve. 6,000 is top bid. Can we go to 7,000? 6,000 is top bid. Can we go to 7? 6,000 is top bid. Oh my goodness, what a deal this will be if we do it. Here's $7,000 is bid. 7,000 is bid. Can we take it to 8,000? 8,000 is bid. 8,000 is bid for Mr. Johnson. 8,000 is something. Can we take it to 9,000 is bid. 9,000. Can we take it to 10? 9,000 is something. Do you want to go to 10,000? 9,000 is something. Can we go to 10? 9,000 going once. 9,000 going a second time. Last chance to get in at La Quinta for $10,000. Steven, it is looking good for you, and we are sold! Steven, what is your bid card number? 228. He's showing me U.S. Bank. He's talking about charging to U.S. Bank. I saw it, Steven. That is the end of our live auction. Can we hear from all of the people who made bids? And once again, for the kiddos for coming up and helping us do it here tonight. So, once again, I'm going to ask if you, after this great picture out right here, I'm going to ask everybody if they might quiet their conversations once more, because I'm going to bring somebody up here, another person that I know you're going to want to hear from, who is very special. It is the moment. I love it. Steven really wants to get a picture with all of the kids that were helping us up here. Let's give them a round of applause while they get their picture taken. But this is the moment of the night where we take a little bit of a change in direction, a little bit of an altered tone. So if I can ask you to quiet your conversations so I can deliver a quiet room to a very special person who is going to come up here and talk to all of us. It is a humbling honor to bring the next person to our stage to tell her story. She seems the embodiment of this idea that we continue to return to, this tentacles of impact reaching out into our community and our larger and larger communities, across generations, across cultures, across communities. She came to us at 15 as a club volunteer. She then became the youngest club director we've ever had. She was kind enough to take a mini break this weekend to come back from LMU, where she is presently getting her master's degree. By the way, yes, let's clap for that. By the way, she also helped coach Gisela tonight and got a shout out from Gisela during her speech for her work that they created together. Will you please welcome former club volunteer and club director at Anderson Club, Miss Shauna Berman.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us at the Stand Up for Kids Gala. It is an honor to be speaking tonight to share the incredible impact that the Boys and Girls Club of the Greater Conejo Valley has had on my life, and more importantly, on the lives of the children in our community. I was originally planning on sneaking in the back during cocktail hour to hear Gisela's speech. Being her director and going through the Youth of the Year process was a bonding experience, so when Greg and Leslie called and asked if I would speak tonight, it was the best of both worlds. My journey with the Boys and Girls Club began at age 15 when I entered its doors as a volunteer, driven by my desire to bulk up my college resume. Little did I know this initial step would set the course for a connection that would span over 8 years, touching countless lives and shaping my own in ways I never could have imagined. More than 1/3 of my life has been spent working at the Boys and Girls Club, and I am so blessed to have been able to contribute and impact. During my tenure here, I have worked at 6 sites, subbed at the other 3, and worked my way through every position to become the youngest director in our area's history. Tonight, as we gather in celebration, thank you. Tonight, as we gather in celebration, I want to share with you a couple of stories that exemplify the transformative impact that we have on the children we serve. A few years ago, I had the pleasure of meeting a remarkable young member at the Catlin Club. This member is on the autism spectrum, and his story of growth and connection reflect the power of this organization. When he and his adopted mother first walked through our doors, they carried with them both hopes and apprehensions. His mother confided in me about the challenges her son faced at school and how he always had to have a paraprofessional aide by his side. She yearned for him to connect with peers beyond the confines of the classroom. Despite her initial reservations, she sensed that our club could provide the nurturing and safe environment her son needed to take this leap of independence. We embarked on this journey together, navigating his needs and accommodations, and quickly a home began to form within the walls of the club. After his 10-day pass for and out, his mom decided to invest in a monthly membership. Over the following weeks, he became a regular attendee, attending almost every single day of the week. I had the privilege of witnessing his incredible transformation. This student, once reliant on constant support, blossomed into a strong, social, and confident sixth grader. He built meaningful relationships with his peers and forged connections that extend beyond the club. As my time at that site came to an end, his mom gave me a hug that spoke volumes. She shared that the Boys and Girls Club had become her son's sanctuary, his favorite place to be, and most importantly, a haven for him to simply be himself. To further demonstrate the scope of our impact, I want to share one more story with you all tonight. Last summer, I had the opportunity to support a foster family of 3 children between the ages of 5 and 7. These young kids had endured an unsafe environment at home while being exposed to horrific abuse, and their grandmother courageously stepped in to provide them with the safety and love they deserved. The grandmother, filled with a mix of nervousness and desperation, expressed to me her need for immense financial assistance to be able to provide her grandchildren with a fun and safe summer. We welcomed them into our Boys and Girls Club family, and for the entire duration of summer, they became an integral part of our community. Day after day, the children immersed themselves in the enriching experiences we offer. They embarked on field trips that fueled their curiosity and widened their horizon. They explored exhibits at the California Science Center, were enchanted by live theater through Cinderella, and even experienced the simple delight of gliding across Westlake Lake on boats. We showed these children care and compassion through their moments of distress. We embraced them as they formed bonds with our dedicated staff, bonds built on trust and understanding. As the summer ended, the grandmother presented me with a simple yet heartfelt gift, a homemade ceramic piece from her village in Mexico. This token of appreciation now sits on my desk, a constant reminder of the impact we made together during my time with the Boys and Girls Club. This story is not an isolated incident, but rather a reflection of the countless lives touched by this organization. The Boys and Girls Club of the Greater Conejo Valley does not just offer programs. It extends a lifeline to those who need it most, providing safety, nourishment, education, and most importantly, a sense of belonging. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the vital role this organization has played in shaping my own education and career. Because of the experiences and skills I gained here, I found the inspiration to pursue an advanced degree in school psychology at Loyola Marymount University. When I approached Leslie to write me this letter of recommendation, I was overcome with gratitude, remembering the very first letter she wrote me when I gained admission to the University of Wisconsin for my undergraduate studies. Go Badgers! These letters symbolize the continuous support, mentorship, and belief in my potential that this organization embodies. As I embark on this new chapter, I'm reminded of the colleagues I've met, the children I've had the privilege to impact, and those that have left an eternal mark on me. The bonds we've formed, the lessons we've learned, and the growth we've experienced together are immeasurable treasures. In closing, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you. Your generosity guarantees the children will have a home away from home after school where they feel safe, play, and learn. Your presence here tonight is a tribute to your belief in the power of education and mentorship. We truly cannot accomplish what we do at our clubs without your support. As we enjoy the evening tonight, I invite you to consider these stories that I have shared as a testament to the differences you can make. Your support is a direct investment in every child who walks through our doors. Together, we can create a legacy of empowerment and opportunity that will last for generations to come. Thank you.
Yeah. Everybody. like she might be going places. You know, we will be sad to see her leave. We are sad to see her leave. I mean, graduate school at LMU, can you believe the gall that she would leave us for that? But of course, that's exactly what the long arm of impact looks like. You know, she comes to us as a volunteer, she gets impacted by that experience, she then goes on to become club director and impacts countless kids that are in her clubs. She then is now moving on to eventually impact larger and larger communities, taking that original impact and expanding it farther and farther and farther along. That is the ripple that starts at the clubs. And it is the ripple that we are here to help start and to continue. That's what we're here to do. It's like the ripple that started in Maysville, Kentucky, and led us here to this night with Mr. Jefferson, his wife. And like so many of you, the ripple that started in Cal Johnston's childhood club. Yeah. And tonight, we as a community, we throw our rock into the lake to create another ripple. And this is the moment of the night where I get to ask you, and I do promise you it is a privilege, to ask if you can directly contribute to creating these long arms of impact and ripples out into greater and greater communities. This is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to ask if you can give at one or more of the following levels. And I'm going to tell you what the levels are, you know, so you can think about the biggest number that doesn't create a lot of tense silences in your home for the next week. Because fortune favors the bold, we are going to start out at the crazy high number of $25,000. I'm then going to move to the still very ambitious level of $10,000. I'm then going to go to $5,000. Then going to go to $2,500. Then going to go to $1,000. I'm going to go to $500, $250, and $100. If you could give at any one of those levels, I ask you to raise up your card until I can come around and thank you personally. Keep the card up in the air until I come around and say thank you and call out your number. And the answer is, of course, yes to the question that I know all of you are asking. You can raise your card at every single one of the levels. That's cool. Now, okay, so in part because of what happened last year, in this very room, from this very stage, I do this now before every time I start the paddle race. We have selected what appears to me to be a very high number. Well, last year, somebody said, well, I don't think that's high enough. So I always ask the room now at every event that I do, do you think I didn't choose a high enough number? Because please feel free to tell me right now, and we will all be blown away. Okay, just making sure. I just want to make sure. If I don't ask, nobody can say yes, and I learned that the hard way, I'll never do it again. So, let's begin at the still very crazy high level of $25,000. If you feel like you could give and take our breaths away at the high level of $25,000, I ask you to raise up your card now and keep it in the air until I can come around and thank you personally at the $25,000 level. Keep it up. 180, thank you. Thank you to the Robinsons. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's $25,000. 208. Thank you there, thank you, my buyers. Thank you, Mr. Byers. Let's hear it for both of them at the incredible level of $25,000. If there's someone here who feels that they can take our breaths away with a gift of $10,000, I ask you to raise up your card. We are going to cheer just as hard. Are you raising your card again, Mr. Byers, or are you just getting your picture taken? Because that was dangerous. Okay, at the $10,000 level, if anyone feels that they can give at the $10,000 level, I ask you to raise up your card. 190. Thank you, Marilyn Vankar. 190 is in at $10,000. If there's someone here who feels that they can give, 309. Thank you very much. 309 also, baby, at $10,000. Let's hear it for both of those bidders at $10,000. Peggy Jones at 308, thank you to Mark Johnson and the Johnsons. Still here supporting, still giving. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody else want to join at the $10,000 level? 415, Gary Stefani, thank you very much. Also at the $10,000 level. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If there's someone here who feels that they can give at the $5,000 level, I ask you to raise up your card now. 204, thank you to the Bunnings. 227, thank you very much. And 170, thank you. I'm sorry, 171. Excuse me, 170 just had a heart attack. Excuse me, 171. 340, thank you very much. And 445, thank you, Susie. 215, thank you very much. It's here for all of them at the $5,000 level. 353. Thank you very much. And 242, thank you. And 238, thank you. And 199, thank you. And 306, thank you to the Johnsons. 228, thank you. Let's hear it for all of them at the $5,000 level. And 221 from the Catlins. Thank you, Catlins, for your continued support and dedication. Anybody else want in at the $5,000 level? If you feel like you can. 208, Bob Myers, you go again. 208, thank you very much. 208, that is $30,000 given from that gentleman right over there. Let's hear it for him right now. That's amazing. Steven, are you gay? Or are you just holding up Blade's card? You're holding up Spade's card, Steve. If someone feels that they can give at the $2,500 level, I asked for to raise up your card. That is our event planner right there, Miss A.G. Steinberg. Give it up for A.J. 408, thank you. Thank you very much. 277, thank you. Gloria, 385, thank you very much. 319, thank you, Laura. 331, thank you very much. And 207, thank you. 285, let's hear it for all of these people at the $2,500 level. We can change that slide. 196, thank you very much. Anybody else at the $2,500 level, we're going to clap so hard for you. Can I get a little less light on the stage wash, please? If there's someone here who feels that they can give at the $1,000 level, I ask you to raise up your card at the $1,000 level. 370, thank you very much. 363, thank you. 432, thank you very much. And 253, thank you. 448, thank you. 115, thank you. 30, thank you very much. And 366, thank you very much. And 448, thank you very much. 411, thank you very much. And 261, thank you very much. 494, thank you. 315, thank you to our CEO, Mr. Kovacs. 346, thank you. 266, thank you. And 377, let's hear it for all of them at the $1,000 level. 412, thank you all the way there in the back. And 397, thank you. And 193, thank you. And 404, thank you. And 275, thank you. 275, let's hear it for all of them at the $1,000 level. If there is someone here who feels they can get at the $500 level, we're going to clap so hard for you and show you so much love. 286, thank you very much. And 257, thank you. 384, thank you very much. And 423, thank you. 212, thank you very much. And 248, thank you very much. And 252, thank you. Let's hear it for all of them at the $500 level. 304, thank you, Alex. 201, thank you very much. 360, thank you very much. And 118, thank you very much. And 401, thank you for going again. And 313, thank you very much. 233, thank you very much. And 380, thank you very much. All of them at the $500 level. 431, thank you very much. He wore it like a hat. I don't know if he was expecting me to call it. But you raise it up in the air, I'm going to call it. 155, don't get cute. If there's someone here who feels they can give it the $250 level, we're going to love you so much. 454, thank you very much. 351, thank you. 399, thank you. 320, thank you very much. 210, thank you. 183, thank you. And 426, thank you. 462, thank you. That was confusing. 177, thank you very much. 430, thank you very much. And 217, thank you. 420, thank you. 419, thank you. Let's hear it for all of them at the $250 level. Every paddle matters. I didn't get you, sir. 243, excuse me, 243. 365, thank you very much. And someone has written their own number on there. 206, I hope that's real. 192, thank you very much. And 493, thank you very much. Let's hear it for all of them at the $250 level. If there's someone here who feels they can give at the $100 level, we are going to call your number and love you just as much. At the $100 level, I ask you to raise up your card now. 265, thank you. Let's hear it for them. 449, thank you very much. 344, Shane, thank you very much for driving that Corvette onto the premises. 472, thank you very much. 438, thank you very much. and 337. Thank you very much. Let's hear it for all of them at the $100 level. 254. Thank you very much. 254. Thank you very much. We are at the end of our Raise the Panel. Can we hear it for everyone for raising your card, for believing in the mission? That is always astounding. And my favorite point of the night, all of us get together and do something that not one of us could do on our own. It's when we put our stamp on the world. So thank you all for being a part of that and doing it with me. Now we get to talk about some pretty important and awesome people. And the first person I get to bring to the stage, you know him. You've seen him around. Every year since 2009, we have given out the Distinguished Cal Johnston Service Award, recognizing a board member or a volunteer for their exemplary service to the mission of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Conejo Valley. Tonight, I am honored to bring up our 2022 awardee. I had the privilege of working closely with him last year when he was in his second year as board chair and came up and we had a conversation on the stage. He's been board development chair or co-chair for 3 years. He's been Gala chair. He's been board chair. There's a lot of chairs in the mix here. But one of the most remarkable and perhaps easily overlooked things that I read, David, was that he was responsible for the onboarding of at least 20 new board members. And that is no small matter because every board member is an extraordinary part of our organization. So that is incredible, and I just wanted to highlight that, David. Will you please welcome to the stage this year's Cal Johnston Service Award winner, the man of many chairs, Mr. David Haro.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I got to tell you, I'm a little nervous being up here right now because it was requested that my acceptance speech take at least 55 minutes of program time because I guess we didn't have enough entertainment tonight. What? Oh, 5 minutes. Oh, thanks. 5 minutes, I'm sorry. Okay, so first, a very heartfelt thankful to everyone that's here. We appreciate it. Thank you to the board for nominating me, and I also want to recognize my exceptional and very beautiful wife, Stacy. I know, she's way more popular than I am, trust me. But for her support over 25 years, and especially over the last 7 years here on the board. I originally got involved in the Boys and Girls Club at the request of Lon Morton. Many of you remember Lon. And I spent my first year mostly sitting on the sidelines, not really contributing. I did sit on the HR committee with Marilyn, but I don't think I really got involved until I received a phone call on one fateful day in January 2017 from Jim Post. I don't think Jim's here today, but from what I remember, the call went something like this. Yeah, hello? Yeah, hi, Dave. Yeah, this is Jim Post. At the beginning of each year, we select our committee chairs, and I wanted to see if you might consider being the Gala chair this year. Which is like tons of pressure being the Gala chair, and I'm thinking, man, I don't know anything about putting on a Gala. I don't know anything about being a committee chair. But something in me said, now's the time to get involved. So I said, yeah, sure. And to this day, and I'll never forget Jim Post's response, what? You will? I'm like, oh my God, what have I done? Show up, I do try to pitch in. Although one year I did get a boat for the raffle, so that's pretty extraordinary. So if anybody gets a boat donated, okay, you can come up here and get the award. But like a lot of efforts, it takes a village to make charity successful. Without the long-term service many of the board members, many of who are still original board members, the dedicated staff, and really the overwhelming community financial support like we've seen tonight. I can just tell you, having been involved here for the last 7 years or so, we set some records tonight on that live auction. So, yeah, thank you. My wife, the accountant, and there's Stefani, believe me, are counting every penny. So, this award is named after Cal Johnston for a reason, and Cal began this effort from scratch. He and the early board members really defined what service to a community looks like. So that being said, our community and the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Conejo Valley specifically, now more than ever, really need the next generation of board and community leaders to commit to making a difference to the young people's lives that we're working with. There's some new board members here today, 5 of them that have decided to make a difference. There's 2 people that have put in their board application, and of course we continue to get the support of the community. So the kids in this community will continue to need those willing to serve in the years to come. So please see me, Preston Lewis. Preston, can you stand up? So Preston is the co-chair for the board development. See us or any of the board members, board of ambassadors, if you're interested in becoming more involved. And then, I like the person who was up before me, who was just a brilliant speaker. In closing, I'm going to steal this from her, so you know that it's ending. But in closing, I was watching a Netflix special on the Florida Gators, which is kind of interesting. And yeah, my wife went to Florida State, so that doesn't win me any points. But one of the big turning points in the Gators at that point was getting Tim Tebow to come onto the team, which they were, Coach Urban Meyer was successful in doing. And when Tim Tebow was a freshman, they were getting ready to put him in the very first game. And he's really a remarkable person. But he wasn't sure that he was going into that game to make a play, but they did call on him. And he said something that really rung true with me. He said, I can really only control 3 things: my attitude, my focus, and my effort. Enjoy your evening.
Once again, Mr. Dan Hurrow.
Who do I get a picture with? All right.
One more time for David, everybody. Okay, we're getting to the crux of the matter, but I just was told off stage that we've got a few raffle tickets left and we're going to draw it one more time. So I'm going to ask you one more time, if anybody wants in on the raffle, raise up your bid card and we'll quickly write them in. We just have a few tickets left. 378, how many do you want? 378 wants 2. 241. 241 wants 1. 423 wants 1. 371, thank you very much. You want 1, 2. If there's anybody else who wants in on the raffle?
Is somebody writing them down?
Yes, Caitlin is writing them down over there. AJ is very smartly wondering whether or not somebody's writing those down or I'm just saying those out to the ether. Anybody else want in on the raffle before we move on? Okay. Oh, 253. 253 want 1? No more. 253 wants 1? No more. Corey really wants to win. Okay. All right. So, now we come to our 2023 honorees. And it is truly an honor to introduce them. I've had the pleasure of getting to know them in our annual little way over these last few years, and I can say they are just such pleasant people. I have called their name from this stage more times than I can count. Just look at it tonight. They are dinner hosts. Karen served on the Gala committee. Their house at La Quinta brought in a good sum of money in the live auction. They brought 3 tables with them tonight. And let's talk about their club. It's bursting at the seams, so last year they purchased a second modular which allows us to serve our kids even better, and they are leading the support for a brand new building on that site that will bear their name. And their commitment to the next generation extends beyond just our community. You remember Maysville, Kentucky?
Yes.
Yes. Where it's hard to get a house condemned? Well, they provide annual scholarships for the underprivileged kids to Maysville Community College. Read their bio in the program. It really is wonderful. They were Commodore and First Lady at WIC. I think that means I have to salute you when you come up here, right? Is that true? I mean, either way, you should be saluted. Ed and Karen, we are so grateful for your continued support to this mission and to the larger human mission of just generally leaving the world a better place than you found it. Will you please welcome our honorees of the night, Ed and Karen Jefferson.
We'll make this brief. We want to thank all of you for your wonderful contributions tonight and for joining us at this absolutely wonderful event. As much as Ed and I have contributed to the Boys and Girls Club, I also want to point out that it's the directors of the club, as well as the administrative staff, that have helped create the success of these clubs. And if you don't mind, I'd like the directors and the administrative staff to stand up. Believe me, without them, you would have no Boys and Girls Club here. I also want to thank our friends and our family who are here tonight. It's a pleasure to have all of my family here, and I didn't even have to cook a meal, and it's not a holiday. So with us tonight are my daughter Jamie and grandkids, Lucas and Avery, our son David and daughter-in-law Kelly, with grandkids Levi and Riley, and my sister and brother-in-law, Jill and Norm Miller. Thank you all for joining us for this occasion.
Like David Thoreau said, I could be nervous here, except I realize that you've all had at least 2 glasses of wine. So your critical analysis skills are shot. So I don't worry about anything. So earlier in my life, I spent many hours at the local boys club in Maysville, Kentucky. Actually, I probably spent more hours there than at my actual home. At the time, I thought I was just playing and having fun. Later, in retrospect, I realized I was learning important life skills, responsibility and good citizenship. And also, for me, it was a refuge from a home life that was challenging and at times chaotic and violent. So I know from personal life experience that the Boys and Girls Club can be a safe haven and a beacon of hope. So, today, things have evolved greatly at the Boys and Girls Club. The offerings and support are myriad and numerous. There's academic assistance, including tutoring, There are all kinds of artistic programs and cultural enrichment, computer skills, including robotics, and there's even college counseling and much more. Believe me, if you go online, the number of courses that are available to kids is truly impressive. This comprehensive approach bends the trajectory of young lives in more positive directions so that children will become the best versions of themselves, regardless of what line of work or profession they might go into. It encourages and assures that children will become more responsible and competent adults, who in turn will contribute more to their future community. It's truly a virtuous circle, and it paves it forward, and ultimately the main beneficiaries are all of us and our future communities. So the Boys and Girls Club is not just a facility or buildings. It's a place, an idea, where children come to learn, grow, thrive, and contemplate a future full of promise. It's a transformative force offering guidance and mentorship to learn critical life skills and to build resilience and to learn to dream big.
But an investment in the Boys and Girls Club is not purely altruistic. Data estimates every dollar of an investment in children has a return of $8 of broader benefit to future communities. It's important to know that our 9 Boys and Girls Clubs are open to all children without regard to the ability to pay. The majority of our children receive scholarships. This gala tonight provides the money to fund these scholarships and all of the other club operations. None of this would be possible without the unwavering support of our community. Every one of you has a vital role to play in the success of the Boys and Girls Club, an organization that enhances lives, secures futures, and strengthens communities. Let us celebrate the Boys and Girls Club and all who contribute to its success.
Let's hear it for the Jeffersons, everyone. Wait, before you leave it, hold on. We still need one more act of service. This is very heavy, so I'm going to bring it to you in a second. Okay, we're going to do 2 things. One, we're going to draw the winner of that raffle in a second, but here's the thing we're going to do first. We've got our kiddos out again, and they're going to help me do this. I love, Karen, what you just said about every dollar returning $8 to our community. So we have asked so much of this great community, and your generosity has been astounding. I'm going to ask you one more time. I'm going to ask you, if you feel, even if you've already given, or even if you've been on the edge of giving, I'm going to ask, if you raise your paddle in the air, we're going to come around and take those paddles so we can never ask you again tonight. We'll ask again later. And each paddle that we grab will be $50, which returns to the community, what is that, $400? Thank you. Thank you. Auctioneer knows how to do math. So if you feel like you might be able to give $50 more, raise up your card in the air. Our team is going to come around and grab it and put it in the bucket. I'm going to come down too. I'm going to grab Karen's. And if you don't want to give them, I suggest sitting on it because I'm grabbing every single card that I possibly can. Jefferson, I promise I'm coming back. We're going to draw that winner in just a second. Raise up those cards in the air. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Thank you, 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 Mr. Stefani. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're coming around. Jenna, can I give you those? Thank you, thank you. Keep up the air. The kids are coming around. We're going one last time. You don't want. Oh my goodness, we just collected so many cards on the heels of that. Can we hear it one more time for everybody who raised their card up in the air? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Jeffersons, are you ready to make somebody happy with Animal Waterways Cruise?
I am. What's the number on my card again?
Karen's card is 295. Are you getting... Oh, she just wants to make sure everything's on the up and up when she pulls the Okay. All right, we are going to pull the winner of the Animal Waterways. Can we just take 1 minute to give it up for the Catlins really quick who made this happen? They worked hard to make this happen. Thank you, David, and thank you, Linda. We are excited to be able to draw the winner. Okay. If you played in the raffle, now is the time to find your little raffle ticket and pull it out because we're going to pull a winner right now. Send Karen all the love and good vibes. You didn't, what? If you didn't get, oh, excuse me, thank you, Corey, for bringing this to my attention. Thank you. If you didn't get your, if you did not buy it during the cocktail hour and you bought it from me on the stage, I'm going to know because I'm going to pull out the thing and it's going to have your bid number on the back of it. So I'm going to call the bid number and not the number. So don't worry. Corey's sending 395 my way. All right, Karen, are you ready? This is legitimate. She's covering her eyes.
Oh, there's two. Is it 395?
Did she? It is not 395. This was sold in the cocktail hour. And the winner is, the name is on the back, and you know, it's just one of those names where you look at it and you think, I should be able to pronounce that, but I'm a little nervous. So I apologize to the winner. I'm going to make you happy, but I might slaughter your name, and I apologize in advance. The winner tonight of our Animal Waterways Cruise raffle is Ludmila Shaposhevich. This is the U.S. Bank table, everybody. Give it up for U.S. Bank and for Lumina. She's actually crying. That's wonderful. That's amazing. That's amazing. Jeffersons, thank you so much for helping us do that. Can you give it one more time for Ed and Karen? We are coming down to the very final moments.